Hey Internet, Eric here. I got a have you ever seen video tonight. And if you're wondering what that is, it's kind of like a spotlight series of videos I plan on doing for movies where, at least in my experience, with my group of friends or in Facebook movie groups, message boards, where counting myself, maybe 5 people have heard of this film. More could have heard of this film, but to my knowledge, no one knows these films exist. Um, I've done one before. Go ahead and check it out for the movie Freaked with Alex Winter and Randy Quaid. But tonight, I'm going to ask, have you ever seen Rumpelstiltskin? And Rumpelstiltskin came out in 1995, and it's directed by Mark Jones, who directed the first Leprechaun movie. Um, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Plot spoilers and specific scenes are discussed if I feel like it. Okay, Rumpelstiltskin. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know the old fairy tale. The, the farmer's daughter makes a deal with this little imp named Rumpelstiltskin. Um, she makes an agreement to give him her firstborn child, blah, blah, blah. He ends up kidnapping this child, and that's how the movie starts. He's got the child with him, and eventually they get the child back, and Rumpelstiltskin dies in the fairy tale. Well, here, Rumpelstiltskin is turned into by this weird-looking witch. He's turned into this, it looks like an emerald or a jade paperweight, and we fast forward to 1995, and the character of, doesn't say her name, she's played by Kim Johnson Ulrich. She's pregnant. Her husband is a cop. He's killed in the line of duty. Her best friend, I believe, is played by Alice Beasley. Think of her as Shelley Duvall with curly hair, and not as whiny. Getting her out of the house, takes her to an antique shop. She finds the little paperweight, frees Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin grants her wish of being able to see her husband again, and then of course he steals the baby. And then the rest of the film is her trying to get the baby back. Yeah. Okay. First off, let's get the characters out of the way. I mentioned Kim Johnson Ulrich. You can't really see her very well. That's her right there. Decent. She's not that bad. Some scenes she's really good. Some scenes you believe, she's fearful for her baby's well-being. Some scenes she's over the top. So it's hit and miss. I mean, it's Republic Pictures, which is pretty much like Trimark, which is pretty much, let's stick our hand in a bucket, pull out someone's name, and hire them for our movie. So you get what you pay for. She's decent. She's not that bad. I mentioned Alice Beasley, the Shelley Duvall looking woman. She's nice. She's sweet. I like her as the best friend. She is very caring. You tell she really cares about the mother character. She's looking out for her. She wants her to have a good time. She's got a couple funny one-liners in this. She's very likable. So, Shelley Duvall Jr., whatever your name is, in this film, passing grade. We're going to talk about the male lead now. This asshole. And I mean this asshole. I'm assuming he's Tommy Blaze, the actor's name. He is like a mixture of Howard Stern and Morton Downey Jr. because he's this trash talk TV host. Women are objects to him, blah, blah, blah. And eventually he crossed paths with the mother when she's trying to get the baby back from Rumpelstiltskin. And of course, at first he doesn't believe her, and he's just, making these sexist remarks towards her. And of course, eventually he helps her. But the problem is, he's an asshole in the beginning, and he stays an asshole the entire time. You just don't like this guy at all. The actor sucks. Don't get me wrong. The actor fucking sucks. He's bad. But the problem is, he's such an asshole that when he's doing these good things, you don't care. You don't buy it. Like, there's a scene, and I'm going to get to Rumpelstiltskin in a second, when Rumpelstiltskin is driving a big rig truck, and Morton Downey Jr. guy is in a dune buggy trying to get his attention. And there's this scene where, of course, it's, Rumpelstiltskin's about ready to nail him, and, he can't get the dune buggy started, and he gets out in the nick of time. You really wish he got hit by that truck, because you just hate this guy so much. Yeah. Now let's get to Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin is played by Max Grodenchik. I don't know. Let's see. Right there. And I love the cheesy Halloween mask look of him. I love him as Rumpelstiltskin. He's not as cheesy as the leprechaun. I like his voice, his body language. Like, this guy, at first I thought he was a midget. I'm not going to lie, when I recently watched this, you find out, and I've watched some YouTube videos, like I just typed his name in. He seems like he's a dude of average height, but he walks. When he walks, he bounces. His legs are bent, and he just walks like this, bounces like that. And it's great. He's got old-timey English talk, where he adds TH to the end of everything. I love how he does that. Like, he speaks the old-timey English, but then he changes into regular English. Like, I love how, because he's from, like, 1300s, whatever, and let's just say he's trying to get the baby from the mom, and he just says, "Give the baby to me." And then the mom, throwing shit at him in the kitchen. He's like, "Oh, come on, lady, quit busting my hump. Don't you know how long I've been waiting for this fucking kid?" Something like that. He does say, "Quit busting my hump," which I love. So I love the performance. He goes back and forth through that. And Max Grodenchik, Rumpelstiltskin, he's eating up the fucking scenery. He is fun. He knows that this is a cheesy fucking movie. The scene where mom and the baby get away, so he runs into this biker. And this is probably the most memorable scene in the whole fucking movie. Throws this biker 25 feet off of his bike. And I don't know bikes, so I'm just going to say a Harley. He's driving down the highway, driving a Harley with the shade, to this stupid, cheesy-ass fucking rock song saying, "Don't worry, baby John, Uncle Rumpel's on his way." Cheesy as shit, but I have a smile on my face every time I see it. And they do a really good job of making him creepy. One of my favorite scenes is at the end of the movie. The mom, the asshole, meet this witch. She was the lady who worked at the antique store where they bought the paperweight. And she's a fucking horrible actress. I hate her. She's like so bad. And they find her, and they learn how to destroy Rumpelstiltskin because, of course, she ends up sleeping in the back of her car. So, hey, good thing she fell asleep in that car. And they find out, and this is where it gets kind of creative. They find out how they have to destroy Rumpelstiltskin. But Rumpelstiltskin wants to transfer his soul into the soul of the baby. And, of course, the baby has to be in a mother's loving arms. So the mom believes that baby John is safe because she's not with the baby. Well, the end of the movie takes place in a graveyard. He finds a gravestone that says "Loving Mother," digs up the skeleton, puts the baby in the skeleton's arms so he can do his chant. I love that idea. I think it's creepy because it's a baby being put in the arms of a dead body. Really enjoy it. I love the look of the graveyard. I love the wide shots we get of the graveyard. Like, we're fucking 50 feet away, if not maybe 100 feet away, from Rumpelstiltskin in the background, and you just see the smoke and the fog, and you see him jumping in the background. He's jumping and he's humming. Hush Little Baby, Don't You Cry. That's creepy as shit. I love it. And then he ends up turning Hush Little Baby, Don't You Cry into his own little rhyme. I think it's like, Hush little baby, don't you cry, I'll have your soul by morning's eye. They will never guess my name, and therefore never stoppeth, with the TH, my game. Basically, that's how it. And it's just great. It's creepy. I love, and it's cheesy as shit because there's the plenty of shots where, of course, he's got his hands up to the sky and he's laughing and cackling when the lightning's going off behind him. So much fun. The scene with the big rig and asshole guy on the dune buggy. Even though you hate him, it's a nice little action sequence. How they defeat him in the big rig is really cool. It's a good stunt. Rumpelstiltskin ends up getting set on fire, and of course you can't defeat him that way. When he's peeling off the burned skin, really cool effect. There are some shitty effects. I'll just say the shitty effect with the backhoe, I believe it's called. It gets shocked and it's real bad, an effect. But anytime Rumpelstiltskin's on the screen, I love it. There's a cool scene where he's killing some cops at a police station. Even though the fat redheaded cop, no way you're gonna be a cop. And then she's just hard to look at. And then when he throws her through the window, that's kind of a bad effect when you see her lifting him, or him lifting her up. You can tell she's on fucking wires. And there's an uneasy feeling like when he's on screen with the baby, because you see the baby crying. Is the baby being coerced off screen by someone to cry, or is he really fucking scared of this Rumpelstiltskin character? It's really cool. There's some stupid shit though, like when the mom wishes for her husband to be back, and of course when he shows up and she's like, "Oh, honey, you're back." Of course they have the unnecessary sex scene with the nudity and stuff like that, and she just believes it like it's nothing. Stupid. But yeah, it's a fun movie. If you like Leprechaun and like that type of cheesy, dumb shit horror film, I highly recommend Rumpelstiltskin. I have fun with it. As dumb as it is, I have fun with it. It's directed by, like I said, the guy who directed Leprechaun. So, what the fuck is his name? Not Mark Jones. What the hell's his name? Anyway, who cares? The guy who played Francis from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Mark Holton. And he was the dumb guy in Leprechaun. He shows up for like a 2-minute cameo. Gets his eye ripped out horribly and thrown away. He shows up as a fucking bearded wizard. It's kind of a neat cameo. Yeah. Overall, like I said, I love the Rumpelstiltskin look. I love the creepiness to him. You know, the creativity with some of the stuff. Just the like I said, that scene with the graveyard and that shot where he's just jumping in the background with the music and him singing the song. Creepy as hell. Characters hit and miss. Mom is good. Shelley Duvall Jr. is good. TV show host, piece of shit. Fucking hated him. Spoiler, sadly he survives. He's such a fucking asshole. And then the witch lady, she fucking sucks. But she's only in it for maybe 3 minutes. But it's a long 3 minutes. Overall, highly recommend Rumpelstiltskin if you like that type of film. And like I said, just the body language that the actor does, just the walk and stuff like that. He knows what he's in and he's running with it, and it's fun. Yeah, so if you can find it, you can stream it online, obviously. I don't know if this has ever been released on DVD, but if you can find it, at least for free, it's not a bad 90 minutes to kill. So yeah, definitely check out Rumpelstiltskin, just based on the actor's portrayal of this monster alone. So that's it. Hopefully, if you've watched this video and you've never seen Rumpelstiltskin, you'll find some way to give this a shot, and maybe the audience for this film will grow. I really enjoy this series. I got some other ones, other films cooking in the back of my head that I think will be perfect for this. But as of right now, we're talking Rumpelstiltskin. Oh, I will say there's a dumb rap song in this because 1995, every movie had a dumb rap song. But it's during the credits, just fast forward through that shit. But in the end, I've rambled enough. So I will say thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Just check out all my playlists. I'm not going to go through and saying what I've done. Click the bell for the next notification if you want to. Share. Tell your friends and enemies. Check out Rumpelstiltskin. Check out Rumpelstiltskin. And you know what? Comment below. Tell me what you think. If you have seen this film before, tell me it fucking sucked, that I'm wrong. Tell me you love it. Or go out and check it out. Then tell me what you think. Tell me I'm wrong. I just want some interaction, and that's cool. So in the end, I'll say cheers and fucketh me.